Well, crime shows are so big right now, and there's a new one that you might want to binge watch. Well, we caught up with Chief Eric Winstrom to learn more about this new series.
My name is Eric Winstrom, and I'm the chief of the Grand Rapids Police Department. When I moved here 2 years ago from Chicago, trust in this police department was at an all-time low. I knew that I had to break down the walls.
Chief Winstrom, I'm so honored to be chatting with you today. I have to say, and I don't know what this says about me, but I'm a huge fan of investigation discovery, so really excited for this new show. Okay, good. At least I'm not alone here. All right, well, there's a lot of fascination, of course, with crime shows right now. A lot of people are really into them, me included. What would you say makes this one stand out?
Well, I think something that I recognize, having been a police officer now for 25 years, is our profession has been closed off. Even when we're confident we're doing the right thing, a lot of times police agencies, they don't really want to let that view from the outside in. And it's something that I think has worked against us. And so this show is different because it's called All Access. It really is. We had hundreds of cameras plus around the building at all times. We had no restrictions on the film crew, who they could talk to, where they could go. And it really is, I think it's going to build trust because it's going to open the eyes of a lot of people who don't really know what happens on, say, a homicide investigation. And it highlights the professionalism, the excellent police work. It's not scripted. So, you'll see the detectives, the police officers were not perfect. But I think it's going to be very eye-opening and very compelling television.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. And I really like, again, this perspective of being able to see what goes on behind the scenes of some of these big cases that we're all interested in. And I think, too, it gives so many viewers the chance to be able to see the incredible police work that you guys do. So when you took over Grand Rapids, what were the biggest challenges that you'd say you had to face?
Well, coming from the outside, I came from the Chicago Police Department. So you try and get in and make the connections internally and then externally with the community. But we had a very high profile officer involved shooting here in just the couple weeks after I started. And that really put a highlight as to how important it is to maintain trust with the police department. And so thrown into the fire right away. And the challenge for me was really the biggest one was to build trust with the community, a community which I didn't know and didn't really know me, and taking every opportunity I can. And I think this is going to be a huge positive step additionally to build trust, because it's going to show what we're doing. And we got to do the right thing on a daily basis. But the truth is, without cameras around, people just don't see it. So this is going to be huge.
Please, God, tell me yes.
Keep pushing forward. It's that simple.
Everybody in Grand Rapids needs to step up.
Before I let you go, Chief, I think one of the big things that I talk about a lot in my family with my husband is making sure that, even our kids and our little kid now knows that when there's something wrong and if they need something, that they can trust the police to help them in these situations. What's the big message that you're hoping that, families and people out there get from watching this show?
I think you nailed it. When being a former detective myself, a lot of times I'll talk to loved ones of especially homicide victims, and they'll call and they'll just want to vent and say, you know what, I don't think you guys are doing enough. And then when I actually share with them all the steps we're doing, and that, that I've had a detective that hasn't slept for 24 hours because we care so much about your loved one, I think that goes a long way to build trust. And in these episodes, I think you're going to see that in real time. These detectives, actually, they're kind, they're caring, they're compassionate. We really do care.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Chief, I cannot wait to watch this show. Again, big ID fan. So really, really excited to see what you guys do here behind the scenes. And thank you so much for everything you do to keep our community safe.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it.
And All Access PD Grand Rapids airs on Tuesdays on Investigation Discovery. You can also catch the episodes the next day streaming on Max. Investigation Discovery sponsored today's mention.